I know that y'all ladies though, it's like, but I mean, dude, I don't care. Like, what's up? Like, you weak, you tired? Like, what's up? Like, you get the Wheaties?
Yeah, I'm older than your
Yeah,
ass too.
we
Don't tell
take
them
we
that
got
shit.
Wheaties.
No, you not. You still got that.
No, I don't
Yeah, you
eat
do.
Wheaties.
I don't eat cereal unless it's cornflakes and I put some bananas in there. It's the only way I can eat them.
No.
I
That's
seen
it.
these guys. They about like 70 years old out there doing pull-ups. Pow, pow,
Ooh.
6 packs, everything. And they look better. They look better than us. I'm like, damn, nigga,
That's
about 75 years old. Eddie, and like, why Arnold Schwarzenegger look like that? Because they was taking steroids. But they out there killing it. Like, they motivate me to let me know that the muscle and the tissue was still tighten up. As long as you don't take them
Mhm.
drugs, it's like them drugs. They work for a good 10 years, but after them
Let me
drugs wear
yep.
out,
carry you
they weaken
home.
the tissue and the muscle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just trying to
Remember, I'm there
see.
almost 20 years elder. I was saying
Yeah.
that
So
to Miss-
you go out here and do some pull ups. But when we do this wellness retreat, when we all meet up in Florida, everybody definitely gonna learn how to make a fire. There's some. We're gonna learn how to fish, and you know, definitely how to put the hook on a rope. You know what I mean? Understand the bait and understand what you're trying to catch. You know what I mean? And then when you catch these
you mean the
fishes,
hook for
yeah,
the
put the
bait on?
bait. How to put the bait on there, how to put the hook on there. Understand the difference between salt water and fresh water because it is a it is a difference when it comes to fishing.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
some are more aggressive, some are not aggressive when it comes to saltwater, freshwater. So um,
And
it is. It's not fun in the beginning. It's only fun when you catch the fish. Once you catch the fish, that shit fun. You know,
What?
it's real fun when you catch it.
Why is Mister here? Cause he ain't said nothing. Mister, are you here?
yeah, he might have went back to sleep. He been here from this morning with me. One.
Okay. So he's sleeping. All right. Okay. But nah, it would be great when we do our wellness retreat to have the men. I mean, we're gonna learn how to build the fire. We're gonna learn how to fish as well, but we need our men to be able to do that because women are starting to feel like there's not enough men who really know how to do men shit to the point where we forgot. Wait a minute, you don't know how to do nothing. All you talking about is money,
She
money,
said, I
money.
almost, I almost snorted. I almost snorted. She said, "Wait a minute, you don't know how to do nothing. You just not a screw."
Or work a job. Like I need you to need to know how to do a little bit more than them two things.
Exactly. And it's on the
I didn't hear nothing you just said. No.
I don't want a man to.
T bizzle my nizzle for
Y'all
shizzle.
can't hear me. I says, don't nobody want
Hey,
nobody
Pinky.
just because you can have sex. I don't want a man just for no dick. And I hope he wouldn't want me just for no pom pom.
Okay.
Yeah, they definitely want you for that.
That's sad.
T
I
bizzle my
mean,
nizzle for
I
shizzle.
know pom pom got.
Hey, Yana.
That pum pum make a
Yo,
dude
Anna.
want to make a fire though. Nook. When the pum pum make you want to make a fire. So that's the thing. So if they
Hey,
don't want to do it,
Energy.
like I said, we're gonna definitely get the ladies to understand how do you make one, how do you put it out. God damn.
What's up, yeah? So
What's
yeah.
up, IG? What's up, IG? What it do, bro? What
Good
T Bizzle?
morning. Good morning.
I don't
Good morning,
know,
bro.
but them last beats you sent, Energy, amazing. Those
That
last
was
beats you
fire.
sent were way better than the other. The first 4 you sent, so the last 5 you sent, starting with for the love
There
of
you go,
money,
Sassy.
and then the
You
other
know,
one,
my
hey sassy sassy.
what's up, Sass?
They was good. It's like them beats was speaking to you. You know what I'm saying? Like even the melodies that you had, like I didn't know you were so talented. I was like, did this
Yeah,
nigga
bro.
make these beats? I'm still
Yeah, we
like,
gonna
did
definitely
you
use
really
your
make
for
them?
the intro. I'm telling you, the intro gonna be
Um,
hot.
I got a partner,
What's up, Beast?
Oh, you got a
Lucky.
partner,
Hey.
What's
I
up,
have an
Sassy?
assistant.
so y'all did them together.
My assistant is non-living.
Uh, what?
My
So you
assistant
tap,
never lived or breathed Earth a day in his life, but is alive.
so you tap
Artificial.
into, you tap into something. You're
It's
using
artificial.
AI, but you learn how to
Yes.
use AI to make some damn good beats. I don't even be hearing
Yes,
people
ma'am.
use AI to make beats good like that. So you still doing a good job. So what you using AI? I use AI all the time. It's still good.
All right. I'm just keeping it
What's up? What's up?
transparent.
What's up, Eve? What's up, Sleepyhead?
Hey Eve,
Sleepyhead. What's up, Eve?
Hello, how y'all doing?
Upside, upside down, Eve.
we having a pajama party, as you can see.
Yeah, I just
Mhm.
got done robbing a girl. I took her purse. Yeah. What's up, Eve? Look at Eve's name, y'all. It's upside down and sideways. Upside down, Eve.
She got to keep her uniqueness, you know.
Sassy, what you doing, Sassy? What's up, Beezy?
How you feeling today,
I'm all
baby?
right at work.
Running
At
Gotta
work.
around.
get off to the side, yeah.
Oh, damn.
Oh, okay.
Bougie. Ooh.
Bougie.
Yeah.
Peep,
And peep game.
peep
Mm.
this game, you know what I'm saying? We the one giving out the real game over here. These men gonna wake up and be like, I need to learn how to fish. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's definitely a difference because, like, just say if you go buy a pole, when you buy a pole from Walmart, first of all, let's just say you get your fisher license. You got saltwater, freshwater. It can range about $11 to $12 based on where you live at. And saltwater pole, freshwater pole. Now, what you want to do is you want to get a saltwater pole. The saltwater pole, if you get a freshwater pole, it will damage in the saltwater over time. So that's why you want to get a saltwater pole and not a freshwater pole. So if you get the saltwater, that means that you can be in both different type of waters. You understand me? So definitely we'll be teaching that type of understanding. You know what I mean? To understand the difference between aggressive fish that you want to throw back. How can you tell if the fish is pregnant? You know what I mean? You don't want to mess up the eco down there, stuff like that.
Or it's too
You don't want to,
small.
yeah, too small.
Or it's
You know what I
too
mean?
small.
It's like picking a fruit. You don't want to pick a fruit too early, and you
Mhm.
don't want to pick a fish too early unless you're hungry. If you're hungry, you do what you gotta do. But when you learning it, it's like, okay, over
It's
there,
in
it's very
certain
sunny
laws.
over there.
Isn't there
Yeah, it's
certain
definitely
laws for
certain
certain
laws.
sizes you can get a ticket? Yeah.
Yeah, there's a book. There's a book I'm going to bring and show y'all. There's a book that you cannot catch fish at a certain season. You cannot. It's against the law. You can't just like bloop. You better gotta throw that motherfucker
Hmm.
back. Don't care if it's healthy, it's big. There in Florida, we have certain laws. There's a book you want to have. If you catch a certain,
This
yep, it's
season.
season, just like deer season.
Mhm.
You can't be out here. It's the same
It's
thing.
like deer hunting,
Yep,
geese hunting. It's seasonal.
yep.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know that. They think they just go out there and fish. It ain't like that, So
You get a ticket, boy.
Okay.
yep,
Don't nobody want
yep.
no ticket for fishing.
Did
But
you
I
did you know
always,
that, Looky?
mm-mm.
Now
In
you gotta
that
have
Dallas,
is there's certain
license.
fishes you
You
got to
can
they
pay
throw it
have
for
back. Certain
you
fish
can
you
pay for
have
the
to throw
one
back.
day or
Yep.
weekend or the year. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
in Dallas they have
Yep.
this lake where they actually put the fish in there so people can fish.
Yeah. Yep.
So
I
they
feel
be
like
going
if
up
we
there.
go fishing at the if we go fishing at the wellness retreat, right? I mean, look at y'all put together with the misses and stuff, and you catch a fish. Okay, what you about to do? We're gonna teach you how to fillet it. Let's go and go to the campfire, and you know what I
Oh
mean.
yeah.
And let's go and fillet it. Show you how to cut it.
Scale
You
it and
know.
clean it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yep. There
I know
is
how to
certain
do all that too.
parasites. Yep. Yep. Okay, so cool. Nick gonna be the first one then, since she says not do it.
Oh God.
She know how to
Now
do it.
I'm gonna throw you a key line. What you gonna do with that key line?
What I'm gonna do with the
Cut
key
it
line?
like
That's
Yeah.
to
What you
clean
gonna do?
it.
There you go, Nick. Yep.
Rub it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what we gonna do. Yep. You gonna get that. Yep. That's your
That's to take
cleaner.
the parasites and shit. Yeah, it cleans it.
Yeah. Yeah. That cleans it. Yep.
I passed my test.
Looky wants to
I'm
learn
trying
it. She
to.
wants to learn it bad. She said, I need to learn how to fish.
I do.
That would be a
I
nice little thing to do to go fishing on one of our
Yes, I've
trips.
asked like
Our
almost
girls took
every
us out.
boyfriend I've had to teach me how to fish. Like I really want to know how to fish. Like that's some
Mr.
basic.
Motivator.
Hey, Mr. Motivator, we ain't
Mhm.
seen him in a minute.
What's up, Murray? Yeah. I think the other wellness retreats we're gonna do, we're gonna all go to the gun range.
Yes, we're gonna do a
Mm.
hunting one during hunting season.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes,
I hope
I
we
think
catch
I
a
would look.
rabbit or a
Turn
squirrel.
off the zero.
I think I would look really good in hunting gear. You know what I'm saying? With
Everybody, yep. Everybody all
a
armored and fatigued
camera.
out. You know, me
Hmm.
and my boy Beezy, we got our you know. So yeah, we definitely gonna skin them squirrels. I don't eat meat. You still need to learn how to do it
Oh,
though.
that's another thing. Squirrel and rabbit. I know how to
Mm-hmm.
skin de fur them and
Mm-hmm.
let them soak in so the blood could come out and whatnot and
Yeah, you
chop
draining
it
them.
and cook
Yep.
it too.
Yep, draining them.
Yeah,
I don't know how to do none
yeah.
of that.
And salt in it. You got to put salt in over them too so it can pull out some
When
shit.
you're hungry, I love the thing about hunger. No, starving. You got hungry and you got starved. When you're
Scott,
starving
welcome.
makes you remember how to do these skills. So when you're starving,
I need
automatically
school.
you'll kick in your natural stuff and you'll start shaving the skin. You'll start picking the hair off. You'll start getting it all together. Like me, I'll do it in a
Hey,
different way.
Scoop.
As what's up? And when you're starving, you tap into how to really do this stuff.
Welcome.
But when you're not hungry, what happened is you just be like, I don't know how to do it. But when you're starving, you'll know how to do it. It naturally kicks in. You'll be like boop 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 boop. You'll drain it. You'll do it. But when you're not
Oh, it's
hungry,
not gonna
you
clock me.
forget. You forget. You forget. That's what the problem is. We forget because we have a full mind and our gut is filled right now. But wait till you start starving. You'll remember everything. You'll remember how to do everything.
And
I mean,
you're
yeah.
gonna make up some shit.
You gonna make up some shit.
Shit, you'll
Yeah,
figure it out.
yeah.
What's
What's up,
going on?
I
Anonymous?
don't know
Elevated
the stuff we
Awakening.
know.
What's up?
Anonymous.
Elevated Awakenings. I hope y'all are great. You know what I'm saying? I hope everything is good. Y'all getting good vegetables and fruit and everything in your system. Getting that good sunlight. I hope y'all doing well.
Yes, sir. I'm just out here breaking the law, brother. Just out here breaking the law.
The
Somebody
rules
gonna
were
get
made
it.
to be broken, brother.
Yes, yeah. They was meant to be broken. Somebody gonna get it today. When they put me in the lineup, they be like, I need to smell him. They don't want to hear my voice. I want to smell him. Let me. They gonna do the sniff test when they in the line. You know how they point them out, look at the face. They need to smell me. Yeah, that's the nigga that robbed me right there. He smelled good. Yeah. That's the nigga right there. He the one robbed me.
I know his smell.
I know that smell from that. He stink. He's thinking. He's thinking. He smell like beer. He smell good.
Right.
That nigga that smell good robbed me right there.
Mm.
You're
Just
welcome
put
to
a
come up, Scott.
blindfold, just put a
Scoot.
blindfold on me and just let me smell them. It's that one.
Okay.
That's the one
He
right
said,
there.
that's the one, and I might want to be with him.
Not that I want to be with him.
Yeah, I really called the cops to find this nigga because he smelled good
Okay.
when he robbed me.
Did you see that video where the girl's purse was getting snatched, but she turned around and she was like, "Uh-oh." Did y'all see that video? Like she was like
Nah,
playing with the robber because he looked good trying to snatch her purse. Yeah,
nah.
it was funny.
Rich Rising, everybody. Rich Rising. Hello.
Hey,
There
Rising,
he
hey.
y'all.
is. Scott.
Rich Rising, y'all. Rich Rising.
Boy, we didn't say Rich Rising 10 minutes ago.
To
Yeah,
you for sure.
I was
Yeah.
on the phone. I was on.
Busy
I,
dad
I
stepped
know, I know,
away.
BZ, I know.
You know,
You
TBZ
know,
got to come in and make a grand entrance.
yes,
You know.
be easy, BZ.
That's the word. That's the word.
We
Word
just
is grand.
relaxing. You know, I got a lot to say when Exalted go live, depending on what her topic is. So I don't want to, you
Yeah,
know.
you want to save it. Save it for the fight.
Did you share
But
it to her?
I did.
Yeah,
I shared it
that's
in the family room.
yeah. She gonna go up there.
I told her
Black
she's
people.
doing a quantum session right now. So,
Color, what's that called? Color People's Time? Is it called Color People's Time?
CP time.
That's funny.
CP, yeah. Yeah,
So
PTO and
11.
CT, whatever time, yeah, whatever it's called.
Hey, last night was definitely fun though. Last night was very fun, y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Last
heard the good
night,
news, bro. I heard the good news.
BZ was talking about, when he started talking about generational curses or social conditioning, and was able to break it down to we are being socially conditioned. It doesn't have anything to do with generational curses.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Sorry, I gotta put my glasses on. You know what I'm saying? Get my looky effect going on here. Okay. All right, here we go.
Okay, I see you.
Thank you. Thank you. Now
That's
we complete.
hilarious.
But yeah, and that's what we're going through condition. We gotta recondition ourselves to where we feel safe again. We're not being chased by saber-toothed tigers. We need to get out of survival mode, so we can get out of survival relationships. Because at this
Mm-hmm.
point, when you're just being with somebody because he's helping you pay the bills, that's a survival relationship. That's not built off of anything that's gonna last. And we're
True.
trying to build lasting
Relationships.
relationships, yes, with real trust. There's 12 elements to trust. Do you know what one out of 12 is?
I would love for you to expound on that.
That's why I'm asking you. Do you know what one out of the 12
I
of
don't. That's
the
why I would love for you to expound on it. Enlighten me.
Okay, well, one, which is my favorite, is accountability, and that's a level of trust that you have to have with somebody. And integrity, that's another level. So when you can build these things with someone, then you're building trust. How can I trust you if you can't never be accountable for your own actions? You know,
Mhm.
you're trying to deflect or blame me for the way that you're acting. Even though I know that I can be very persuasive, I shouldn't be able to control the way that you are going to. You should be more responsive. You shouldn't be reactive. When we can step out of
We
being
talked about that.
reactive,
Mm-hmm.
right? We talked about that too. Then you know
To
that
be more
you're thinking
disciplined
about
in
it.
your reactions.
Because
Absolutely.
because
Yeah.
because the response equals respect and the reaction equals attention. And like I said, people get attention and respect really, confused, and they're totally opposite. You know what I'm saying? Because people think all views, all this attention, being the loudest person crashing out makes you strong. When in reality, that's actually soft. Being able to
Mhm.
respond and stand quietly in who you are and knowing who you are rings bells. I'm telling you, because when you leave the room, they're
That's
gonna have to respect
mentally
you for who you are.
Mhm.
challenging.
It
You are
definitely is
correct.
because
Crashing
you
out
Yeah,
gain your
does
peace.
equal weakness.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
This weakness means it's a self control issue.
Yep.
yeah.
There you
No
go.
discipline. And this is what
No,
the world is, they're doing shit to see our reactions. So the
yep.
responses to them,
Exactly.
they can react on. So we got to definitely watch our responses to these things. We think,
Look.
take a breath and think before you
Mm-hmm.
act.
And
Of
that's the
Straight
course.
up or speak.
Yeah,
It's a
and
lot.
that's the
Mm.
conditioning. That's the conditioning that we're talking about. Because think about this. There's two ways. I know y'all heard it before. Native will tell you too. You hear when you in the streets, you in the hood, guess what they're gonna say? Hey, they're gonna brag about going to jail. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna call that strong. But yet if you go to therapy, you're weak. But actually if you think about it, that's conditioning. Switch it around.
Facts.
Mm.
If you
Well,
go to motherfucking therapy, that's
well,
strong. If you go to jail, that's weak. It's easy to go to jail because you reacted. Most people that are in jail
Yeah.
because they didn't, and they think about it 20 years later, like, damn, if I would have just thought about it for 15 seconds and changed my
Okay.
perspective, I would not have reacted this way and I wouldn't be in this situation. So that's weak, actually. Think
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
'Cause they don't want to be
Yeah,
Mhm.
there.
yeah. That's facts. I became a man when I was like probably like 30, 37, maybe. It's because I knew how to walk away from a fight. Walking away from a fight is very strong to do. Fighting and fighting and
Yeah.
fighting is not very strong. When you can walk away and you can apologize and this and that, try to find some ends, that's very strong. True gangsters
Mm-hmm.
take care of their family. Real gangsters take care of their mothers and their pops and get them up out of the hood and sit down with their kids and their wife and stuff. Real gangsters know how to walk away. But all that fighting, you just that ain't nothing. It's let's see if you can apologize and walk away. That's a real man. You know what I mean? Because you really truly sick minded that you want to kill somebody. You know what I mean? Only sick people
right.
kill. You know, you got to be sick to kill, straight up.
And
You
yeah,
Yeah.
shouldn't
and,
have all this hate in you like that, bro. Like
mhm.
it's
And
real
that's
people know how to walk
Exactly.
away. Like man, it ain't even that big of a deal right now. You know why? Because I've been
mhm.
working on myself for so long. I got so many responsibilities. I got people depending on me. So guess what? I apologize. I got to actually walk away. You know what I mean? But if you fight and try to do all some of this, you're gonna ruin so many people's lives that has been depending on you to come home. You know what I
For
mean?
real. For real.
Self-policing.
Think about because most dudes have kids. They have these things, and then the baby mama would be like, you in prison because of your friends and because of what they would think, the attention that you was getting more so than what you're responsible. It's so easy to run from your responsibilities. That's how it's easy to react because hey, I'm out. At least I don't got to do this. I ain't got to do that. You know what I'm saying? We don't think, but we got to understand it's a conditioning that brought forth that idea that we have to react and not respond. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Mhm.
And I've learned though that when you actually respond, you sit back and you stand in, that means you're confident because that means it might take you 3 days to respond. You know what I'm saying? You might have to really sit 3 days with yourself to decide what you really need to do. And that's tough because you got to worry about now you're thinking about what people think and all that stuff. And that's how I said that's what makes you strong though, because you're confident enough to not give a fuck what people think. I don't care if you call me soft because that's a conditioning that they taught you. That's not soft though. Just because 1,000 people say it's soft, it's not soft. We got to
Right.
break those. We got to be the trendsetters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We truly got
People
to be the
have to get
trendsetters.
out of see when you're reacting, you still have acting there. So you're acting, you are performing. And anytime you're trying to put on a performance, you're not being authentic. So yeah, you don't want to be reactive because once again, you're performing. This ain't you. You trying to be big, tough, bad, whatever. Cut back on the performance. You know what I'm saying? Like be yourself because that's what's really gonna show when people are listening to you and talking to you. Like some people can tell when you're acting, and they be like, "Oh man,
Mhm.
this person just lying," because it don't feel real. It's not authentic. They feel nothing, you know. And it's like we gotta step out of that shit because we're gonna get way more when you can be yourself in the most authentic way, and people love you for you. You're more at peace because you don't have to be putting up this performance of a provider. You know what I'm saying? That's a performance, like straight up. Because a lot of men don't even know how to be a provider. You just acting like you do. So when something happens and someone says, "Man, you ain't shit," you react because you've been trying to perform and be this thing that they're not even respecting because you don't really respect it. So you just doing it because you think you got to do it. When really you need to be moving in a completely different way that works for you, that's molded for you. And it's like you're angry and mad all the time because you can't be yourself. You forgot who yourself was. You don't even know who you are no more because you're so busy pretending to be something that you're not. So,
But remember though, when we talked about it's like you said, conditioning is another form of hijacking the mind. So you're right. People really believe they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. So I'm not even gonna say it's fully performing. I feel like they really delusion. I mean, it's really a trap that had people thinking that to be a man, you got to be tough. You gotta, what is it called? You gotta crash out. In any kind of form of so-called disrespect, you gotta crash out to be heard. No, that's attention seeking. That's why I say that's not gaining respect though. You see what I'm saying? People, you don't respect people who crash out, right? I mean, how many of y'all really truly can respect somebody who just crash out all the time, who always run all the time, who always defensive all the time? Eventually, that shit looks weak, don't it? It doesn't make sense. It's like, damn, how do I
And,
want to respect this person, but I can't.
and BZ,
What's up?
speaking on these part-time providers and part-time gangsters, you know what I mean? Because
Mm-hmm.
some people look like providers from a distance, you
Mm-hmm.
know, until you put certain things in place of them. Now, what's up, Crystal? I hear a
What's up,
lot of
Crystal?
people, they
hey,
consider themselves
Crystal.
a man is because they got bills.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm a man, you know what I mean? I got my cell phone bill, I got me an apartment, a house and a car. Just because you pay utility bills and you got a roof over your head, that does not make you a man. What
No, it
makes
makes
you
you a
this man
survivor
is
adult.
supposed yeah, yep. And so what makes in my tribe, what makes all these cats men in my tribe, which is the Seneca monkeys, is that we say, can you keep it though? Can you keep it? Just
That's
because you
fact.
pay it for 1 year or two, let's see you keep it. That's the thing. Can you keep her? Can you keep it? Can you keep that job? Just because you got you a job and you got a roof over here, I'm a man. I got bills. Now let me see you keep it, young man. Now, once you start keeping it and you keep up, now you got to now life is about to hit you sooner or later, and the
Mm-hmm.
responsibilities. Maybe everything crashed down on you. The roof,
Mm-hmm.
the AC, the air condition, the tires, the attitude of the woman, the attitude of the man. Now let's see what you about to do. Most people fold. Can you keep this? And then you'll see all of a sudden, boom, everything collapse. I'm back at whose house? Blah blah blah. Let's see how long you can keep this. Let's see if you can keep forever. Just like when people get married, whatever. Just because you got married don't mean blah, blah, blah. Let's see if you can keep her. Let's see if you can keep these kids, this and this and that. It is not about what you have right now. It's about can you hold on to all this? A lot
Yeah,
of people can't hold it. Because they
that's that
have it does not
loyalty.
make them. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
I don't care.
that
Like
that
When I
yeah,
can
that
talk.
loyalty brings forth that consistency. That consistency is what you're talking. Definitely what that's needed because you can have
consistent.
it for, you need that consistent. That's what makes a real true man is
Watch
that
this, BZ.
consistent statement.
I'm gonna
Go
take the
ahead.
consistent.
Mm-hmm.
As we talk on multiple platforms and we talk conscious stuff and high level conscious and stuff like that. Can you stay consistent for many years? I've been on this app for 7 years, but you wasn't consistent with the levels and speaking all to the mental and stuff. You didn't stay consistent. Can you hold on to all this? I've been holding this shit down for 6, 7 years talking like this. Some people only consistent for like 30 days, 90 days. And guess what? Somebody
True.
infiltrate and fold you. And now bitch,
True.
this and that. You know what I mean? I mean,
True.
for real, for real. Can you keep this shit up? You talking
You.
all this talk. Y'all better keep this
Mm-hmm.
stuff up.
No, for
Seriously.
real though.
Yep.
And that's what and like you said, that's the key. The consistency brings forth the solution. As you always talk about how it's so important to have solutions. You can't have solutions without consistency. You know what I'm saying? Because if you
Yep.
show it once, you show a solution, but then the next time you do it, you're not consistent. You're not showing it. People gonna see fault in it. You know what I'm saying? It's like this ain't a solution because you only did it once.
You only
Yeah,
did
you
it
won
once,
one
big
champion.
dog.
Just like think about this,
You
just
only
like
did
in
it
the
once.
NBA. You get a championship. You get one. What they gonna say? Oh, you got lucky. I need to see two or three before I know that you consistent, that you really got a solution, that you really one of those greats. Yeah, anybody can win
Mhm.
one, but can you get two or three of those? Can you
I
get
like
six
it,
of those?
bro.
See
That's
what
what
I'm saying?
Kobe
How?
was trying to say. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it going, bro.
The latest Stephen
If
Curry.
you're gonna bring your girl, if you're gonna bring your girl some flowers, that one time shit is not fly no more. You gotta keep that shit up, bro. You
Yep.
gonna do it every Wednesday, try to keep that shit up, do it every Wednesday. And then you'll see that shit get sexier and sexier and it's not hot the first time. It
No,
gets
no.
hot
Right.
over time. You know what I mean? And she like, oh,
Mhm.
this I like this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's definitely that's what I'm saying when it comes to you right. That what makes it sexy, what makes it real is the consistency because now like when you do it the first time, it's kind of like, this is cool, spontaneous, but it's not safe. Now that it's safe, it becomes sexy, it becomes comfortable because they're willing to jump in and accept it because it's like, oh, this is happening. This is normal now. You bring forth
Right.
the consistency, brings forth that that normalcy. So yeah, you're right.
Mhm.
Like you got to be
So many
consistent to
so
bring
many
Yeah.
forth trust
people
in
are
anyone.
trained for danger. We're all trained for danger. We're not trained
Just give me
for
the song.
relaxation and for peace and for safety. You know, we're always expecting something to happen, the shoe to drop. Like, that's what we're waiting for because we're always in survival mode. But I'm just like, it's time for God mode now. Survival mode is over. So we need to accept that we are manifesting these things. The war is over. You can have everything that you want and need
BZ.
in life.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Go
What
ahead,
was you saying,
Looky.
Looky?
No, I'm just saying you can have everything you want and need in life, but you gotta get out of survival mode because it actually works against you. It works against your
Hmm.
body for you to be
Hmm.
depressed, for you to have anger. That shit lives in your organs. People who are alcoholics are mad as hell. That's why they drinking because they're storing all that
Yes.
anger in their liver. You know, people who are depressed, that's why they have a lot of congestion. Depression is stored in your lungs. Like these feelings and emotions get stored in your organs.
Yeah.
And I don't think people understand anger brings demons. I mean, you know that demon is a God in spirit. So I think what you're saying is it brings a negative energy to you. And
Yeah.
we hold on to those negative energies in our body. That's
We
why the
pass them.
release is the best thing to be because no matter what people talk about angels and devils, but a devil can knock on your door and try to rob you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They walking around on the streets. An angel could come to you and bless you at any moment. So these are we are the devils and the angels walking around. But you can have someone that gives you guidance and inspiration and that person is just you know what I'm saying, as helpful in your life as an energy that did some negative ass shit and you like, oh, I learned. You ain't I only needed this to
Right.
happen to me one time. You know what I'm saying? They either a lesson, a blessing, a stressing, or a messing. And I don't want no messing. You ain't coming over here messing up nothing.
Yeah.
Nada. I
Yep. Yep.
rebuke all that.
And, and that's part of that, like you
Indeed.
said, that conditioning too, is when you hold and store in that negative
We are
energy.
protected.
You know what I'm saying? You pass it on to your, like, nobody's not willfully trying to pass, down to their kids and their cousin, their family. So that's why I say it's not a generational curse because the only thing is that you're not healed. It's things that you're passing down you didn't learn from, those experiences you didn't heal from. So now you're pushing them on to your other generations, and that's the problem. That we got to heal from those things, change our perspective. But go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're right. I was just agreeing with you because they are generational curses. They're just not. They're a trauma that's not dealt with, and it's passed to the children. The children absorb it, and that's how it's passed on to generations. Yeah,
And honestly, those are
the trauma
really
on them.
quick fixes once you realize, because when you say
Yeah,
when we say generational curses, we make it almost feel like it's almost unbreakable unless you do some spiritual
no,
fasting and stuff. But reality is just changing your perspective and truly, learning from that and
it's
fixing that.
recognizing
It's
what it
very
is.
simple. Mm-hmm.
It's recognizing what it is and dealing
Yep.
with it,
Dealing with it instead of
not
running from it.
suppressing
Yep.
it, not
Mm-hmm.
passing it on, but dealing with it yourself with your shadow work. That's what it is. You have to deal with your traumas or you will pass them on to your children,
Yes.
not even
Yes.
realizing it.
Yes.
because it's in the DNA. And so whatever, and you know what people don't realize is whatever you're going through at the time of conception, like people don't even think about that. Whatever you're
That's it.
going through in your life, that is an
Period.
imprint and
Pregnant.
in your DNA, and that's going to get passed down to whatever kid that comes out. I saw it in my two youngest ones, and I was like, wow, you are two different versions of your dad, completely two different versions. And the other crazy thing is about generational curses. These things they do pass down and
Yeah.
they do come through. And when I do my healing, we see a lot of this. This comes out. And yeah, yeah, how do
When
I
you
say it?
recognize it, you have to deal with it or start figuring out how to. Because when you're pregnant, like she said, that child absorbs it in your womb. This is exactly why I recognized that shit before well, I ain't had my daughter till I was 34, and I had several miscarriages prior to that. And I feel that a lot of those were because of the generational curses and the traumas that I had been through and did not know how to deal with it or even knew about it until it was brought to my attention through a loved one. And that loved one was not bloodline. You know, that loved one was a Rasta. That's when I started walking as a Rastafarian in the early 90s, 1990, I think it was 90. Yeah, 1990. And this is when I realized, and when I got pregnant, I made sure my baby didn't absorb none of that. I had healed and dealt with a lot of my traumas. And when I got pregnant, I totally focused on her. I didn't know if it was a her or he. I didn't want to know. I didn't want to go through them bullshit ass tests. It was supposed to have been a surprise, and it was. But she did not get none of them, and I'm thankful. So far, that is. Nothing has surfaced. She's 29. So I can't, so far, nothing has surfaced. And I'm thankful for that. And she's conscious enough to identify things if they do come up because I talked to her. She was my baby. Now she's my young lady and she's my best friend because I tell her everything. I don't hide nothing. I don't sugarcoat shit. We got to stop sugarcoating because the world is not going to sugarcoat nothing. You know? Period.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's exactly what it is right there. That's how you truly stop, the conditionings and suppressing things. It's like I'm telling you, communication is everything. There is no relationship without a communication. And I'm not just saying talking. I'm saying you can your mind, it could be energy, whatever it is. You must communicate because, like you said, it's either a misunderstanding or understanding. We know understanding brings forth love, which brings forth actions to show that love. But a
Yeah.
misunderstanding can bring forth actions to show hate. So that's why I said it's really all about that communication, like you said, for real. And I wanted to add because you said something about
Hey,
when
big
a woman's pregnant, you got to
energy.
make sure you're
Hey,
keeping
there.
her stress levels down because see, you're
Yeah.
already projecting that stress onto that child. That child gets used to stress, so now when it comes out, it's going to be it's almost like a drug. It's a drug basically. They need the same
Teddy.
stress because that's what they're used to feeling, that adrenaline and that stress and that pressure that the mom was going through. So,
Hmm.
when you see when somebody's pregnant, they need to make sure they're in a peaceful state, in a peaceful place where there's not a whole lot of drama, because it's addicting. It's almost like crack or cocaine. And then that baby end up being drama filled. So you got
And
to
then
make sure the
also,
woman.
while the baby is, once the baby is born, it's like a sponge. It takes on everything. It watches everything. We as adults are we kind of a little blind to the intelligence of these babies. They see, they mimic. So shit that we say and do around them, they are absorbing and seeing it. I say that because I remember a situation. My baby was, how old was Sabia? She was maybe about not barely 6 months, laying in her crib on side of my bed. Her dad was in there. He was doing, eating the box. I'll just say it like that. And all of a sudden, I just turned over to look to the right where her crib was, and she's like with her arms up looking. As soon as I looked at her, she drops down and act like she's asleep. That shit tripped me out. I pushed him all kind of which ways, and he laughed so hard. I didn't think it was funny. I thought it was a little disturbing that she seen that. But for her to recognize that she was doing something wrong at that young age gave me a little more insight on what the fuck I'm doing around these babies. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We don't pay attention to stuff like that. And we need to, because
Yep.
couldn't have been 6 months old, and I'm like, oh, it's okay. And we just pleasing whatever he wanted to do or whatever. And I was being pleased too, but it was just like just a knock upside the fucking head when I looked over and seen her
Hey, that's
picking
deep.
up trying to see.
Hey,
That's
it's
That
like
was
deep,
my
just
ain't
some
it?
daughter.
crazy shit.
My
It's deep
daughter,
as hell.
I used to let my daughter go with her father when she was little, and she told me some of her earliest memories was her being in the crib in the room at the same time while he was in the room, and and I was like, I was so disturbed by that. I was like, oh my goodness, she saw and she remembered as a baby,
Yes,
and it
yes,
never left her. And so I'm always
yep.
telling my husband, like, sorry, ain't no fun in this house. There ain't no walls, ain't no doors. Sorry, build us another
It has.
house because ain't nothing happening here. We only got one room and that's the bathroom and that ain't comfortable. But 10 years, that's how it's been. And that's the thing. Not only that, your animals watch you. If you ever been in the room and
Yes,
your dog or your
your
cat's watching
dogs.
you,
My
you know what
dog.
they told
Yes,
me? My friend's dog said, "We
get
see
out.
everything you do. They're watching
Yeah,
you."
and I'd be like, get out the room. You have to make them come out the room because they be looking so hard. You can feel the eyes on you. It's crazy, Mystic. Go ahead, continue it. I know y'all ain't experienced stuff like that, right? As
Oh yeah.
parents, don't lie.
Oh
Do
yeah.
not lie.
Definitely experienced that. 1000%.
But you know what?
Not
When I
gonna
was
lie.
growing up, I could always, like, if I had nightmares or anything, I could always go in my parents' room and, it was, I grew up thinking nothing like that ever happened. I never seen, my mom barely kissed my dad. So growing up, I never even thought
They
that
kept
kind
it
of
in their
stuff went
face.
on.
Yeah, they
So,
said kids stay in kid places. Yeah.
but I do
Well, how you
remember
think we
back in the
we we know
day,
how we got here?
remember back in the 80s after like 10 o'clock when all the kids would go to bed, regular TV would turn to like adult TV. And I remember my dad would fall asleep with the TV on and I would wake up in the middle of the night and I'd be sitting there, I'd find myself behind the couch watching crazy shit on TV. And I'm like, this is regular TV. As I got older, thinking like,
Didn't
even
he
though
have?
it's not in my house, it was, it was crazy.
Yeah,
Where's
yep, yep, yep.
Exalted at? Where's Exalted at?
Hey, they look like you about to they look like you
I
about to
don't know.
rob somebody though.
Try to hit up Exalted BZ. We try where she at. She's supposed to be coming on in the next hour. I'm passing it to her.
Let me
She
see.
said she was. I was talking to her earlier. I was gonna
Yeah.
do a session with her. She's